All right, today this is 25th July 2023. My name is Suresh Singh. I'm at the consultancy beyond education and immigration services now. And I have my candidate for IELTS speaking test today from Tanzania. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Can you please tell me your full name?
My name is Alois Nada.
Can I see your ID card?
Yes, sir.
All right. Okay. Do you have any special meaning with your name?
Yeah,
What is the meaning or any special meaning with your name?
well, the special meaning is for my name is uh, means charming, happy person.
Oh, wow. Who gave you this name?
My father.
Your father gave you this name. All right. Do you know why he gave you this name?
I don't really know, but I'm just very curious.
All right. And you like this name a lot.
Sure.
All right. Okay. So let's talk about where you're from exactly. Can you tell us where exactly you're from?
Well, I am from Tanzania and city called Arusha.
Okay.
Arusha, Tanzania. That's where I was born and my family lives there.
All right. Do you work or study?
I don't work, I do study now.
All right. What do you study?
For now, I'm studying bachelor degree in radiology and imaging technology.
All right. Why did you choose to decide to choose this particular course?
Well, I decided to choose this because it is one of my dream. I've been doing like one of my dream career. So when I got this chance, I just say it's time to take on it, and then I had to do it.
All right. What's your plan after you complete your graduation?
Well, I'm planning after completing my graduation, I'll go back to my home country and I will work for some time, like 2 or 3 years. And if I get the chance, I'll go to pursue my master's degree in United States of America.
Okay. Let's talk about sunglasses now. All right. Do you wear sunglasses and why?
Yeah, I wear sunglasses. And
Why?
this is because they always look charming in me, look make me be more smart and
Okay.
good looking.
All right. Do you like to buy sunglasses as a gift and
Yeah,
why?
I like, I like, I like because most of the people, like my friends, they really like when I wear them. They say, "Oh, you look so cool." So I like it.
All right. Did you ever attend the Olympic Games?
Yeah,
When and where?
it was like 6 years ago.
6 years ago.
Yeah,
Where was that?
when I was in when I was in when I was in Italy. I think I had a trip to Italy and then I saw it.
All right. Would you like to do it again?
Yeah, it is great fun.
Why? Why would you like to do it again?
Because if I remember that time, it was a great moment and it was so fun for me.
All right, Mr. Luis, let's move on to part two of our speaking session now. I've got cue card, and you've got 3 minutes altogether. 1 minute to prepare the answer, and 2 minutes to speak. So I'll let you know when to start and when to stop. You don't need to worry about that. Here's your question. Okay, here's your question, and you may take the note if you wish. Here's the paper and the pencil. Okay, can you start speaking now?
Yes, sir. uh, the teenage that I met recently was on last 6 months, and he is my best friend as well. We met to know each other for the long time. So I met him on college where I study now, and we just get to know each other because we do the same college but different courses. But he's my best friend. So when we met first time, we had a cup of coffee on on some places. We went out to have some cup of coffee together. So that time we just know each other personally. And also he's good friend, and I used to regard him as my best friend because his name is Lancheva. So he became my good friend, and till now we communicate recently. And he's smart, good looking, and knows to how to advise and keep a good company with people. So I really like to hang out with him most of the time, have some cup of coffee, weekends, hang out. So he's a good friend. Also, he's super cool. So I really appreciate him.
All right. Okay, Mr. Lewis, what is the difference between a child, a teenager, and an adult?
Well, the main difference between the child, teenager, and adult is the category according to their age.
Yeah.
So based on their age, from the age of 0 to 15, we consider that person as a child. But from 16 to 17 to 18, that's the teenage age. So an adult age starts from 18 to 35. We call it an adult. So that's
All right. Do you believe that age matters to judge someone else's maturity?
well, I do believe that age matters.
Age matters.
Yeah.
What would you say to someone who acts and who thinks and who imagines like a child, but he's already on his 30s? Do you
Well,
consider him as still a child or a teenager or an adult?
well, sometimes there's kind of mental disabilities like
They're perfectly good.
that perfect good.
Yes.
Well, I would just like they mess that. Sometimes we mess that with it like childhood. Like it's normal for adults to act like childhood for something.
And there are sometimes someone who's too young, and then they act and they imagine they work like mature people. And do you still think that the age matters to judge someone else?
Yeah, well, I would still hold on my answer that age matters because scientifically it is proved that we categorize people according to their age into different groups.
All right.
It's just the behavioral changes.
All right. Is there any difference between teenage boys and girls? Why or why not?
Yeah, there's difference. Scientifically, there's difference between boys teenage and girls teenage. Well, for the main difference is their growth. There's a lot of changes that happens in between their ages. Like for boys, they develop beards, while in childhood they won't get it. And for girls, there's also physical changes as well.
All right. Okay. At what age do you consider a teenager to be an adult?
As I said in the beginning, the age of 18, or in which at the age of 18, we consider you as
Adult?
an adult, as well as even the government recognize person is 18 as an adult and he is capable of holding and laws in which according to the laws as an adult.
All right. So that's the last question for your speaking test, and that brings us to the end of the speaking session. You've done it very well. Congratulations, Mr. Lois.
Thank you, sir.
You wait for the result now. Yeah, that's
Thank
all.
you, sir. Nice. Good. Perfect.